We are back once again right here on the channel. Thank you all so much for joining me for this video. You know, there's been something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. And I've been giving WWE the chances that they've been given to really give me my true honest opinions. And I have come to the conclusion, as you guys are going to be seeing on the title of this video, I have come to the conclusion that the Women's Tag Team Championships are nothing but a fail. Now, I'm not blaming this on the Iconics, like I ever would blame a talent for someone's failures, for a title's failures. And it's not the inaugural champions, Sasha Banks and Bayley's fault either. If anyone is to blame, it is Vince McMahon and his creative writers. So I'm going to give you guys my honest opinions on why I think the women's tag team titles are nothing but failures. So, the first reason is an obvious one. I've only got two reasons. Outside of bad booking, that's not really an opinion. That's not really a reason. We all know bad booking is. So I've got two reasons. I've got two reasons why the women's tag team titles have been failures. And two of them are and these two I believe are very, very truthful and very, very honest. Reason number one is that Vince McMahon has no interest in the NXT tag teams. Remember when they said that the women's tag team championships are defended on all brands, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT? Outside of Sasha Banks and Bayley, who made one appearance in NXT, they've made no mention to NXT at all. They've made no mention of NXT. They just had the Iconics flood around on Raw and SmackDown every week. And they've completely neglected NXT and their tag team division. Now, NXT doesn't have many women either. The NXT tag team division barely has any women either. They've only got Aaliyah and Vanessa Bourne. They've got Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir. And I think Candice LeRae and Casey Catanzaro, because they said they wanted to be women's tag team champions. Well, either way, they barely have any teams. They don't have many teams either. So Vince has completely ignored NXT. Vince just has ignored NXT, and Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. Now I know it's not, and again, this is not their fault. They haven't gone to NXT to really make a challenge to any of the tag teams. So, I feel like it doesn't matter who has these titles. The titles are going to be doomed. The titles are doomed. Because even if Asuka and Kairi Sane have probably the best run with the tag team titles, who are they honestly going to be feuding with? Honestly, who are they going to be feuding with outside the Iconics? Exactly. Only the Iconics. Only the Iconics. There's barely any teams at all. There's barely teams at all. So, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for these titles to exist. So they're ignoring NXT. They're ignoring NXT is one thing. Now we'll move on to my second and final point. This video is going to be incredibly short, by the way, because I'm not going to make this as a long video. My final point is probably the most honest and the most truthful of it all. They keep breaking up tag teams. They are breaking up tag teams. They've broken up. I think they broke up two women's tag teams. Now, one of their original plans was to send Bayley to SmackDown, breaking up the Boston Hug connection completely. That was their original plan. That was their original plan. They were going to break Bayley up, move her to SmackDown, and keep Sasha Banks on Raw. Sasha just threw a little hissy fit about it. And and you got Liv Morgan, who was drafted to SmackDown, and she's basically on her own. Oh, but Patrick, the Riot Squad are technically still together because Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan are still on the same brand. On this week's edition of Main Event, Ruby Riott had a one-on-one match. No Sarah Logan. No Sarah Logan at ringside. There was no Sarah Logan with her at all. Ruby Riott had a one-on-one match with Dana Brooke. And Dana Brooke pinned Ruby Riott clean. But the Riott Squad is still together. Sarah Logan was nowhere to be seen. So yes, the Riott Squad is no more. If Ruby Riott is competing on Main Event and wrestling on her own, then there's no more Riott Squad. I don't know what they're doing with Sarah Logan. I'm guessing they're repackaging her. Probably giving her a new gimmick. A country-like gimmick. Why not put her with the Vikings? Why not put her with the Viking Raiders? But all I'm saying is this. Riott Squad's no more. Boston No Connection are no more. They're now teasing another breakup between Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Do you guys know that this is the third time they've teased a breakup between these two? They first teased one when Sonya was picked for the women's tag team last year at Survivor Series, when Charlotte was named captain. This was still when Becky was competing. This was still when Becky was still fresh and prepared to face Ronda. And Charlotte was named captain. She was named captain of the SmackDown women's team. And then the whole Becky Lynch thing happened, and Charlotte could no longer do the duties of being captain. And then they had to have Naomi sub in. And then they got Mandy Rose in. Mandy Rose was jealous that she wasn't picked for the SmackDown tag team, and then for the SmackDown's Survivor Series tag team, and then she was put in the tag team, and everything with Mandy and Sonya was fine. Then at Fastlane, then we see Sonya Deville screw Mandy Rose accidentally screw Mandy Rose at Fastlane, and then there was tension building between them. And again, still nothing. They're still good buds again, like nothing ever happened. And now again, and now again, Sonya Deville willingly let Mandy Rose compete in the Money in the Bank. And then Mandy's all like, "Oh, thank you, Sonya. You're a great friend." You know? Look, I like this tag team of Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, but this is the third time they teased the breakup between these two. If this is not the trigger to breaking them up, then I don't know why you even bother do this. I'm telling you, if Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville break up, the women's tag team division is basically dead. It's basically dead. And that is the honest truth. Not even the NXT tag teams you have down there are going to save that division. There's barely any teams. This was the wrong time to bring these titles in. And what are you going to do with them when Fox Sports comes? What are you going to do with them then, huh? What are you going to do with the women's tag team titles? Fox Sports says they don't want anything to do with the USA Network. They don't want any wrestlers from the Raw roster coming on to SmackDown. They want all the wrestlers on SmackDown to be on SmackDown. So what are you going to do with the women's tag team titles? What are you going to do with those? They're flip-flopping between two shows. They're floating between three brands. Well, I should say two brands, because NXT is basically non-existent with these things. They're floating between two brands. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna have the women's tag team titles exclusive to a brand? You're gonna have them exclusive? You may as well just get rid of the belts entirely. That's why I believe the women's tag team titles are failures, guys. Is a failure. That's why I believe these titles are failures. WWE had all the potential in the world. The Bella Twins are no more. The Bella Twins have full-on retired from WWE. They're no more. Nikki Bella and Brie Bella fully said we're done. So there's no teams. There's no teams. I was interested in this. I was interested in this. But these titles are nothing. These titles, and it's a goddamn shame too. It's a goddamn shame because those tag team titles are probably the best looking titles I have ever seen. Probably better than NXT's and NXT UK belts. They're probably the best looking belts I've ever seen, and it's a damn shame that their division is basically non-existent. It's a damn shame. So those are my honest opinions about the women's tag team titles, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that thumbs up if you guys did enjoy. Comment your opinions down below. Do you guys agree that the women's tag team titles are dead? Or do you think there is a way for WWE to rekindle this division somehow? Let me know down below. Be sure to subscribe to this channel as well. And hit the bell as well. Once you've hit that subscribe button, there'll be a bell that will pop up. Hit that bell, and that's the notification bell, and so now you'll be notified when all my videos come up. Thank you all for joining me for this video, guys, and I'll see you all for my next video. See you guys in my next video. See you guys later.